Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to welcome you all to today's live webinar, Accessing Alice. We're really glad you can join us. Over the next 30 minutes or so, we'll be walking you through everything you need to know about the Alice modules, what's included, the themes of the content, why these resources were developed, and who's eligible to access them. After you hear from the Commission, I will also come back and provide you with a quick little demo of exactly how you can gain access, manage, and deliver these modules to your staff through Ausmed Learn, which of course is our LMS. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung of the Kulin Nation, the traditional custodians of the lands we are joining from today. I also acknowledge the traditional custodians of the many lands across Australia from which others may be joining us. I pay my respects to elders past and present and acknowledge their ongoing custodianship of country, knowledge, and community. All right, before we begin, a quick note and some general housekeeping. Please feel free to drop any questions you may have in the chat, and someone from either the Ausmed team or the Commission will get back to you depending on the context of your question. Keep note that this session is being recorded and we'll send you the link within 48 hours so you can rewatch or share it as many times as you so please. Okay, it is my pleasure to introduce my co-presenters from the Commission for today's webinar, Bronwyn Jaggers, who is the Assistant Commissioner of Engagement, Education and Communications, and we also have John Ayton, who is the Director of Sector Education. For those of you who have not met me yet, my name is Emma Piercy and I am the Learning Innovation Lead here at Ausmed. But without further ado, let's get into it. I will throw to Bronwyn, who will dive into more depth about Alice. Take it away.
Thank you all. I think Bron might be having some technical difficulties, but my name is John Ayton, and as Emma said, I'm the Director of Sector Education at the Commission. Before we begin, in a spirit of reconciliation, the Aged Care Quality and Safety Commission acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, water and community. We pay respect to their elders, past, present and emerging, and we extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. So for those who don't know us, the Aged Care Quality and Safety Commission is the national regulator of Australian government-funded aged care in Australia. One of our functions specifically called out in legislation is to provide education to the aged care sector that helps providers, responsible persons and workers to understand their obligations under the new Aged Care Act 2024 and the Aged Care Rules 2025. My branch at the Commission, Engagement, Education and Communications, is responsible for working with the aged care sector on behalf of the Commission and developing education products that meet the needs of the sector and help workers to deliver the safe, high-quality care that older people deserve. With the new Aged Care Act and rules coming into force on the 1st of November, we're very excited for this opportunity to talk with you today about the breadth of our materials available to you on the Ausmed platform and how they can help you provide your workforce with the training that they need. As a provider of Australian government-funded aged care services, you have a range of obligations to make sure that your staff are skilled, competent and supported. Importantly, these are codified under Outcome 2.9 in Standard 2 of the Strength and Quality Standards. Put simply, this outcome is saying that providers must have a training system in place that ensures that your workers are skilled to perform their roles and that draws from the experiences of the older people in your care. It also contains a list of topics that providers should give particular focus to, including person-centered care, dementia, medical emergencies, culturally safe, trauma-aware and healing-informed care, the Code of Conduct, the SIRS or Serious Incident Response Scheme, and the quality standards. Now, this is obviously a very wide remit with a lot to cover. So at the Commission, we provide a range of resources that can fit into your training plans to help you to reach or exceed conformance in Standard 2. We call our Learning Resources Program the Aged Care Learning Information Solution, or ALICE. I'd like to take some time to talk through the range of resources that are available for you on the Ausmed platform and how they can work with the other tools available in your training system. When we develop our learning resources at the Commission, one of our main areas of focus is on the needs of the learner. We're aware that out there in the sector, there's a really wide range of skills and experience in the workforce, as well as different learning preferences and needs. So we aim to produce a wide range of content types. On Ausmed, you can access online modules, fact sheets, and videos. But we also have other types of training on our website, such as training kits that allow you to deliver training yourselves directly to your staff, webinars, and live learning sessions. The learning modules we have on Ausmed are designed to be short and sharp and to speak directly to workers. They're great introductions to topics that can be supplemented with further information about your organisation's own policies and procedures. Fact sheets are a great reference that providers can use when developing ways of working and as references when designing job descriptions, role requirements, and standard operating procedures. Our videos are high-level introductions to topics that work particularly well when they're integrated into live learning opportunities, like team catch-ups, new starter briefings, and learning days. Our resources can be further adapted and remixed as needed to ensure that you're meeting your organisation's training goals. When it comes to learning themes, our aim is always to cover the aspects of aged care that we regulate. As you can see, there's a very wide range of training available, and we're continually adding new programs. Our strengthened standards, governing for reform, code of conduct, and SIRS programs are particularly popular with providers, and they can be a great place for you to start. We've also just released a brand new program called Working in Aged Care. That's a great introduction to staff new to aged care. It's got short modules of less than 10 minutes each that cover the basics about the aged care system in Australia, rights-based person-centred care, the Commission and our role, the Statement of Rights under the new Act, and key obligations that aged care workers must meet. If you've not looked at our catalogue in a while, I think now would be a really good time for you to jump in, as we're releasing a large volume of new resources in the lead up to the new Aged Care Act, which starts on 1 November. We don't cover all aspects of aged care through Alice, either because it's not directly related to our role as a regulator, or it's covered elsewhere through other programs. This includes things like funding for aged care, certain aspects of clinical care, um, and for those areas, we recommend taking a quick look at the Department of Health, Disability and Ageing website, which links out to other training providers. We're also regularly updating our product mix in consultation with the sector. So please do reach out and let us know if there's anything else that you would like to see. So now you know what's available. Why would you choose Alice as part of your learning system? I guess firstly, all of our materials are based on Commission guidance and show our expectations as a regulator for the sector and how we intend to regulate. In fact, our content is co-designed with the Commission's regulatory officers like auditors and policy specialists. It's also important to note that our license conditions are very flexible. This allows you to adaptively remix and reuse our materials to meet your needs. This is particularly important under the new strengthened quality standards, where focus needs to be given to the on-the-ground lived experience of older people in your care. We also regularly update our materials considering learner feedback and when regulatory requirements change. So from all of that, I hope you can see how Alice might fit within your training system and begin to see how you can mix them with other products to meet your own unique needs as the provider. As you're considering the training plans for your workers, I encourage you to place really close attention on the requirements in Standard 2. As you choose materials, you need to be considering learner needs, such as educational attainment, language skills, and learning preferences, as well as what's happening in the day-to-day service, in your service day-to-day for the people in your care, such as transient incident management and complaints. The landscape of aged care is changing, so it's important to make sure that you're completely up to date when you're developing your learning plans. If you haven't already, I would strongly suggest that you sign up now for our Alice Quality Bulletin and Alice Connect newsletters on the Commission website. And as your service self-audits, make sure you're factoring results into your learning plans. In particular, please pay very close attention to feedback, performance assessments, and completion results. And finally, don't be afraid to course correct if necessary. The standards does require you to consider the experience of people in your care. So having a look at trends in complaints and incident management might give you some insight into areas of focus where training can really make a difference. And lastly, a little bit of a disclaimer. Our resources can be a very important part of your training program, but they may not be sufficient by themselves. For that, we encourage you to explore the wide range of content that's available out there, including on the Ausmed platform. And lastly, for eligibility for access to Alice resources through Ausmed, it's exactly the same as on the Alice platform itself. Any registered provider or associated provider can provide access free of charge to their workers, governing body members, and responsible persons. We do need to verify at the Commission that you're eligible for access before it can be granted by Ausmed, so please factor in about a week or so for that to happen before your learners will be able to access the modules. If for any reason an application is unsuccessful, my team will contact you directly to talk through the options that are available to you. Now I'd like to pass back to Emma for a very quick demonstration on how Alice works on the Ausmed platform. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, John. That was absolutely wonderful to have a bit further of a breakdown on all of the Alice resources. And as always, we're very, very happy to have been partnered with you to make sure that all of your content is available on our platform, which is exactly what I'm about to demo now for you. So firstly, we want to make sure that you know how to gain access to this content. And that's what I'm about to demo for you now. So you'll find yourself on the ausmed.com.au website, specifically logged into our Ausmed LMS in the Manager portal. From there, you'll want to navigate to the Learn tab and then scroll down to that left-hand menu side under Libraries, where you'll find the Ausmed and now the Alice library. If I were to click this button, what appears is a Panda doc, and that is for you to review and sign, and that document gets immediately sent to the Commission to essentially check your eligibility and approve that status. Once that's been approved, we get notified, and within roughly 24 hours, our wonderful CX team switches your Alice library on to give you access to this content. All right, so we've achieved step one. You now have access. What does that look like in our platform? Okay, so again, you are logged into the Ausmed LMS, you're under our Learn tab, and you're sitting within this Alice library. And as you can see, all of their resources are on this one page for you to navigate. Now, there's a few ways you can search. You can use the search bar, you can use the filter function, or of course, you can just have a look at all of the resources or the respective ones in their folders. So I've decided to use the example of the strengthened aged care quality standards, given the fact that they're coming into effect next Friday. This feels like pretty perfect timing. So if we were to navigate to this folder here, you can see a list of the resources that sit within inside it. If we were to go to Introduction to the Strengthened Quality Standards and click to the right, you'll see 3 dots. This is essentially some actions. You can add this to a training plan, you can assign the learning, you can add it to a record, and also add related frameworks. But let's say we want to have a little bit of a further look into the resource, and we'll click View. Once we're in this resource, you can see some details such as the duration, the piece of content type, who it's from, obviously Alice, and again, that assign item comes up. Now, what we can also do is preview this content to see what it looks like hosted natively in the Ausmed experience for the learner. So if we were to click Preview, it pops up in a separate tab aside the ausmed.com.au website for the learner to click into and complete. So this is an example of that resource where I could click through and complete this resource. So that is how you can engage with all of this content. In terms of assigning, I could click on Assign. It already auto-populates the resource type and name. And then there's some, I guess, system settings I can choose for this learner. So do I want it to be mandatory? Let's say yes. I also want it to contribute to user compliance status. So I'm going to click yes there too. I want the user to complete this within 1 month. So I'm happy with the date that it's set there. And yeah, I'll give them an automatic extension of 30 days. No, I do not want them to complete it again if they've completed it within the last 30 days. All right, I'm happy with my settings. I click next. Now I get to choose who I want to assign this to. For example's sake, I'm going to assign this to myself. So you can search for users here. And I can confirm that I want to assign Introduction to the Strength and Quality Standards to Emma Piercy or myself, and click Assign. Once we've assigned this, you can also view and track that mandatory training in our compliance report, which is another feature in our LMS. So that's a really brief explanation and demo into how to access, maintain, and view all of the Alice modules and content within the Ausmed LMS. Now, if you're not an Ausmed customer and you want to explore how this could work at your organization, or maybe you are an Ausmed customer and you just want to review the key points from today, please take out your phone now, scan the QR code on your screen, or alternatively, you can click the link in the chat that Nathan's about to post, and that link will take you to everything, a direct way to inquire with our team, FAQs, and a link to revisit this webinar whenever you need it. So of course, for our customers, you can also reach out to manager support if you need a hand with absolutely anything at all. And that brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you all so much for being here, and a big, big thank you to John for joining me today. I so appreciate everything you've presented on accessing Alice and all of the information inside those resources. I hope everyone watching has found this as informative and helpful as I did. So thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and bye for now.